that is partially deaf. You can't hear the engine's RPM. Can he only drive when somebody's with him? To pay extra attention? Impossible! If I was deaf, I wouldn't be able to walk to the car. So we got our Starbucks and we're back home. So we got our Starbucks and we're back home. I have some trivia questions about deaf and driver's licenses. Ooh, yes. He actually doesn't know. Before I looked into this topic, and there's some interesting facts that I'm going to test you on. And I'm going to test you guys too. So, question number 1. I have it written here. Don't look at my notes. Don't look. Which postal company refused to hire deaf drivers because of No, you gotta wait. I'll give you the 3 options and then you gotta pick. But they don't know, you know, gonna ruin it for everyone. Which postal company refused to hire deaf drivers because of safety concerns until 2006, when the federal court ruled it to be unfounded? A, UPS, B, USPS, or C, FedEx? Okay, now you can answer. Yes, you're right. Really? Oh, refuse. I signed that wrong. And that was before 2006? Yeah. There is no evidence that says deaf people are worse drivers than hearing people. So they found it, they ruled it to be unsupported. Question number 2. Is driving a right or not? Yes or no? Yeah. Actually, in the US, the answer is no. It's a privilege. Question number 3. Which is false from a 1992 U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Highway Administration study? A, deaf drivers utilize their field of vision more adeptly. B, deaf drivers have better vision. Or C, deaf drivers can smell burning rubber on steel before their hearing peers. The right answer is B. Deaf drivers have better vision. question number 4. I think you'll find this one interesting. Which country started to allow their deaf citizens to obtain a driver's license in 2011 after a big push from their citizens? Oh, sorry. Choice number A, Australia. Australia. B, the US. C, Japan. Or D, India. No, actually it's C, Japan. No. I was actually reading some Reddit threads, and somebody back long before, in like 2008, I think, they were like a deaf couple, and they were driving in Japan. Actually, they got arrested for driving because the police pulled them over and saw that, oh, they're deaf, so they're not supposed to be allowed to drive, so we're gonna arrest them. Yeah, but now there are actually deaf bus drivers. So there's a big change. Last question, number 5. Which country doesn't allow deaf people to obtain a driver's license? A, Kenya. B, Bulgaria. C, Egypt. Or D, Peru. Yes, it is Egypt. There are actually a few things that deaf people in Egypt are not allowed to do, including not getting a driver's license. Well, if you guys are interested in learning more, I'll leave all the resources in the description down below if you want to check those out. No, Ryan's a really good driver. He's the best driver I know. There's a lot of people in my life, hearing, and they're way worse than Ryan is at driving. Yeah, I'd probably pick you. If I had to pick anyone I knew, I would pick you to do that. Yeah. Actually, he drives most, like 100% of the time when we drive together, because he's just a better driver than I am. It's just simple as that. He's better at driving and safer too. I can like not see things when he sees things, and when you're driving, that's really important. In our past vlogs, some people would comment that, oh my god, it's so dangerous that you guys are signing while driving. Which I can understand from a hearing person's perspective that doesn't have experience with deaf people or doesn't know sign language, so it looks really difficult to do. But we've been together for 9 years, and not only do we know how to sign with each other really well, we're really good at reading each other's lips, using our body language. What was I saying? Yeah, we're just really good at understanding each other. What did I say? We're really good at understanding each other. Yeah, that's pretty close. And then coupled with signs. I wouldn't suggest it for people who don't have experience with sign language to sign and drive, because it will take a lot more attention on your signing, which will be taken away from your driving which you need to be attentive to driving. For us, it's like, it doesn't take a lot of mental energy to sign to each other. Yeah, and we don't talk about anything really complex when we drive. Yeah, and I've learned that it's definitely, as the passenger, when we're driving, I am responsible for making it very clear with our communication. His job is to make sure that he's driving safely. That's his priority. And so I will, I will wait if we're turning to make sure that I don't distract him during that time, because his eyes need to be that way, not this way. If you're learning sign language and just beginning, it's really difficult. Like, I remember when I would have to really put all of my attention on reading, like, finger spelling, and my eyes would go that way, like to the hands. Like, my eyes would be on his hands rather than on his eyes or lips. And so, yes, that would be really dangerous if we had to communicate that way. But as you can see, if Ryan is signing and I'm looking forward, I can still understand him in my peripheral vision. Tess. Well, you're kind of like this right here. Like, you're a little bit back. You need a little bit, no, you need a little, I can't, no, you still have to be in my vision. You can't be like out of my vision. No, I'm a little bit like this way, because I'm always leaning back. Okay, go ahead. Test me. Test me. I dare you. Okay. Go ahead. Say something. I'm looking that way. No, I'm looking at the lens. Okay, good. I'm just going to repeat what you say. I love cupcakes. Say something really weird that I can't guess. You think that's weird? I love cupcakes. I like ribs. Did you say ribs? Oh, okay. Yeah. See? Yeah. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to learn more, leave a comment down below, ask me a question, and we'll try to answer it. We'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.